cloth on this house is that we grow a salad mix for spring, fall, and winter. But we lose our customers in the summer because we can't get a good mix together. And it's our second largest crop in terms of cash dollars, but also profitability. So we need to figure out how to grow it in the summer too, because people want salad mix. So this is what our summer salad mix is looking like right now. You can see that there's the Salanova. That's the primary ingredient right now. We have a little bit of chard with the yellow stems, and there's some other smaller ingredients in here, but I want more diversity of flavor and color so that makes it much more interesting for the customers to eat. But also, when you have a salad with all these flavors and colors, you don't even need to add anything else but maybe salad dressing. So our summer salad mix has always been a struggle because we like to put brassicas in it, but they get flea beetle damage, cabbage loopers, and it's too hard. So for example, when I'm talking about damage, you can see these kale leaves look really unhappy and not pretty. And we don't want to put this in for a quality product for our customer. So in our summer salad mix is a lettuce that we get called Salanova from Johnny's. It is multicolored. We actually cut it and core it and then make a lettuce mix. But we want more diversity in our salad mix. That's why we want to add brassicas. We also put green sorrel in it. And we put nasturtium, but we want to put mustard in for our spicy mix, but it's a brassica. So it also gets the flea beetle damage. So we're trying to figure out a diversity for the summer salad mix like we have for our winter and spring and fall mix, which is absolutely delicious. So one of the greens we use for our salad mix for the spicy is we use nasturtium leaves and flowers. Now they weigh nothing, so we actually put them in our mix that we sell at farmers market. We don't do it for our wholesale mix because the leaves and the flowers aren't super durable. So they don't last as long and they break down when we wash them. So we put them in at the last part of our mix, and our salad mix is considered rinsed, not washed. So we just super chill it and rinse it off, and that's it. So this is our spicy salad mix that we do for our summer. We do a label that talks about that spicy salad mix. We actually put the date harvested so that hopefully our customers will realize that this product will last for 10 to 14 days in the refrigerator, much longer than what you buy in the grocery store. And like I said, we don't wash the nasturtium flowers or the leaves, but that's what the final product looks like. So two other greens we like to include in our mix is green sorrel and red vein sorrel. It adds interest, beauty, and flavor since they have a citrusy edge to them. We also want to add bull's blood beet greens and baby chard with either the rainbow stems or orange or yellow or red stems. But in the summer, these hoop houses can get well over 100 degrees, and none of these crops like to grow at 100. So that's why we're installing the hoop house, installing the shade cloth on the hoop house today to drop the temperatures. And we will be tracking that this summer and sharing that in a separate video as we do research this entire summer.
So we're going to take off the wiggle wire here, and the reason we're taking it out is so that we can secure the shade cloth before we throw it over so that it stays in place and we don't have to mess around with the wind blowing it everywhere. So to take it off, I just have a paint opener here. You can use a screwdriver, a flathead, or a knife if you can, and you just pop it out here. Once you pop it out, you can just undo it from the track by lifting and pulling down. It's pretty easy. A little fast forward. There you go. Pull it out. Make sure you don't lose it. I put them on the inside, and that's it.
So I'm just laying down rope and tennis balls in an approximate couple of, I'm just going by the bows. We're going to put one on the end, on each end, one in the middle, and then kind of two in between that. And this is just to throw the shade cloth over the house.
All right, so let's talk about how to do a clove hitch. So what we're gonna do to pull this shade cloth, and it works for plastic, over the hoop houses, is we're gonna put a tennis ball underneath the fabric, like this, and we're gonna use a clove hitch knot to actually secure the rope. So the clove hitch, when you create it, is that you put a loop with the rope on top, then you do a loop with the rope on bottom, and then you put them on top like this, and then you secure it over the tennis ball and you tighten it. So then we can pull the rope over, we won't damage any of the fabric, and it's an incredibly easy knot to take out when you get done. Into the track, but first we're going to actually fold this fabric in half so that we have less likelihood of ripping it when we pull it across on the other side. So we're using the existing track that we have for the plastic so that we don't have to put up a new system. To get the last section of the wiggle wire track in, a paint can opener is a great tool, but also a flathead screwdriver can help you pop it in and out of the track when you need to.
And then we put the last one too far.
And we're not gonna, So we have a double wiggle wire track on our hoop houses. We only have a single wire in the top track where we have our braces for the roll-up sides. But you could use this track if you wanted to instead of the top track. We're just choosing to use our existing system. So this shade cloth, we chose to get just the tape on the edges, not the grommets, because we weren't going to use them and we weren't going to use straps to go over our roll-up sides. We're just using the wiggle wire track. But we were advised to get 50% shade cloth, so this is going to cut the actual light coming to this hoop house by 50%. The other thing is that this hoop house is 30 feet wide by 144 feet long. I was guessing as to how long we needed to have this, so we actually ordered a shade cloth that was 40 feet wide, so we'd have enough length to actually pull it and tighten it, and 146 feet long, only an extra foot on each end, but I am assuming that I will not have to secure it on the ends at all. I'm hoping the sides will be enough. So the wind is picking up a little bit, but we are doing it this morning because typically the wind is lower in the morning. We're actually securing it on this side because our prevailing winds come from this direction. So we want, when we pull it, we want the winds to help hold the fabric down on top of the house, which is 100% more important when you're pulling plastic. So then it helps you stay it on. If we pulled it from the other direction, the wind would try and blow it off and we wouldn't be able to get it secure or tight. looks like the shade cloth of a 144 is too short. We're gonna have to stretch it a little bit. I think we can also make it fit, but we're gonna have to get up there on the peak, pull it over, and wiggle wire it in 2 sections on the peak to be able to get it to cover the entire house.
So right now I'm just pulling the wiggle wire out, and then we're gonna fold the shade cloth over and wiggle it back in the same track on top of the plastic with the same wiggle wire, so we only have to wiggle it once.
So now the shade cloth is in place. You might be able to tell there's a little bit difference in terms of the light in here, but it's a cloudy day today. So we'll get a chance to actually see and measure the temperatures when the sun comes out, so maybe this afternoon. We're doing the final attachment right now. You can probably see from this end, if you, where we're still trying to secure the peak. And then we'll have our beautiful shade cloth in place. So, more details to come as we try in this experiment for the whole summer.
Beautiful.